good in jest, where the comedy is unmoored and the critiques are criminal.
Today's voyage takes us into Duet Night Abyss's second closed beta test, an action anime RPG with flash, flare, and, well, a few faceplants.
Flashier than a clown funeral, and about as stable.
Alright, let's get into it. The presentation is undeniably striking. The visual polish and vibrant effects set in the dark gothic style adds a new addition to the ARPG space. The dual protagonist story and tabletop RPG style character stats makes it to where the game sorta shows off.
Oh, it shows off all right. Like a circus fire, bright, loud, and everyone's screaming.
Tactical nuke!
Dear God.
The visuals from CBT1 to CBT2 have been drastically overhauled. You can see in the before and afters just how much has changed.
Yes, the environment is nice, but less stone-faced waifus and more jiggle physics is my vote.
Yeah, I would have liked to see more expressiveness from the characters in this CBT, but we'll get to that. So, moving on.
Round 1, fight.
Combat is a standout among most gacha games. The movement is slick and the weapon style swapping adds depth.
Stylized weapons system? More like panic juggling with weapons taped to each hand.
The melee and range system adds more to combat than your standard gacha. It lacks an aim down the barrel function, but being able to switch back and forth helps add something new to just running up and spamming attack.
It's just Genshin on Warframe steroids.
Yeah, some things do take inspiration. The movement, weapon swapping, and demon wedge system do have a similar style to Warframe. But where does the line of innovation and inspiration get drawn before it's an outright copy? Genshin itself started out as being mocked for a Breath of the Wild clone.
Yes, I remember. Then those Genshin crutch goblins went after Wuthering Waves. A toxicity after my own heart.
No.
なぜかわからないけど、ホタルの言ってることはどこか他人事みたいだ。ホタル、その計画は本当に俺たちにとって意味のあるものなのか？
最初から全部私とお兄ちゃんだけの問題。さようなら、お兄ちゃん。
Honestly, that whole subject of games inspiring the next generation could be its own deep dive episode.
Great. Don't you know I have more criming to do? What? Oh, fine. But I'm not gonna be nice about it.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Anyways, unlike RNG stats in other ARPGs, demon wedges are not RNG driven. Fixed slots eliminates the possible months-long grind and still not getting the perfect stats.
Oh, that gacha style RNG. Nothing like gambling your soul for that one perfect roll.
Exactly. So Warframe fans, you may appreciate the fluid guns blade synergy in an anime aesthetic, and anime gacha fans can try a new combat system.
And I thought my joy buzzers were edgy.
Some bugs still persisted, like missing quest items, clipping and missing textures, and after a certain portion of the story, there were substantial frame drops when going down the ramps into the slums.
The game glitched so hard, I saw my soul, and it wasn't pretty.
Wall climbing still needs work. Characters struggle to climb up multiple different surfaces.
Like a drunk stripper struggling to get back on stage after twerking too close to the edge.
What did he say?
And more on bugs from the devs later in the episode. There's potential here with its gothic fantasy intrigue.
Intrigue? I've seen more coherent plots in cereal box promotions.
Try Jester Puffs. They're a gas.
Bruh.
What? Merchandising! Where the real money from the show is made.
Anyways, the story in Duet Night Abyss leans darker. You'll find yourself making your way through a new land and city in search of a missing family member. And without getting into spoilers, I found myself invested in the story of both the MCs and actually a few side characters.
I like my stories like I like my jokes. Twisted.
Let's talk Atlasia, the backdrop of this brooding saga. It's a world torn by divine wars, corrupted factions, and a mysterious sickness spewing nightmares like a demonic sewer pipe.
Sounds like my dating life. Also, who names an island Purgatorio? That's just asking for destruction in Act 3.
If things stay the same for the final release, which I hope they do, this game will continue in a new trend in gacha games.
Extra toxic fan bases?
Maybe, but no. To start off, there's a beginner banner, or starter chrono, that isn't too different from some other games with 5-star selectors. After 50 standard pulls, you're guaranteed the selected character. But it's the event banners that are doing something different. There are 2 banners in the event character banner. One is guaranteed after 90 pulls to get the event character, and then after that, this banner disappears, and a standard 50-50 style banner is how you'll acquire more copies.
My wallet sighs in relief, though my therapist does not.
This means you will at least have one copy of the event character as long as you do the events. And it seems like they'll give out enough currency to hit your pity for the guaranteed banner. So you won't be stuck saving for months and then never getting the character that you actually want from losing the 50-50. It's not finished, but it's promising. It's visually striking with decent combat. It just needs refinement.
One of the more pretty hot messes I've ever beta tested.
There's plenty of content from horde modes, defense, roguelike, world bosses, co-op play, and others. You'll have enough content to keep you busy. Plus, character customization adds something that you mainly only see in MMOs. You can also craft 5-star weapons in the Forge instead of relying on banners.
Oh, come on. Copium much? Stop simping. Each one is basically just a tweaked horde mode. And most take stamina. I'll be dust before I get one of those drops.
Well, the devs recently released an update letter post CBT that promises quite a few changes. A sprint option, 1-button helix jump, better lip sync, more emotive characters, greater NPC variety, and a lot more. We'll put a link in the pinned comment if you want to read it in full, or just pause the video. We'll also include links to all the socials.
And now they're saying that they're going to rush out the release date. But I'm reasonable. I can be bought. Devs, implement my Jester wedge. That makes everything explode into confetti.
If you like stylish, story-driven ARPGs with grit, weighty combat, and a roster that slays literally and figuratively, and they don't jump the gun and release too soon, this is a game that's at least worth trying.
I came for the monster slaying, stayed for the waifus, and will probably uninstall if the lolly infestation grows. But hey, it's got flair, firepower, and enough edge to cut diamonds.
Hey, didn't know you had such range.
I'm supposed to be the funny one, remember?
It is evolving, just backwards.
Alright, now let's do our ratings. For combat, I give it an 8 out of 10. Jester?
Let's see. Bang, bang, bug.
And for art and style, 9 out of 10.
Goth anime apocalypse. I'm into it.
For presentation, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. How about you, Jester?
Presentation, stylish, like an overdressed corpse.
Oh gosh. Stability, unfortunately, I have to give a 6 out of 10.
Stability, how about unstable? Wait, that's our segment.
For performance, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. You?
Glitchier than my last jailbreak.
And overall, I'm gonna give the game 7.5 out of 10.
Will I play it again, if I can break it twice?
Comment your favorite waifu, or why the Jester should never be allowed near the summoning banner again.
Too late! I sold all your swords in preparation for launch day. Just kidding. I'd never part with a good blade. Let's just say I made a substantial withdrawal from the bank.
All right, that's all for today's Unstable Review. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Oh, don't. I'll find you anyway.
Next time on Anchored in Jest, we board the early access ship, and it's sinking fast.
私たちは分析を依頼しに来ただけです。分析依頼？